Hello friends, in this video lecture we will discuss the basic fundamental of fluid mechanics. The first one is surface tension. What is surface tension? A surface tension is defined as the tensile force acting on the surface of liquid in contact with a gas or on the surface between two immiscible liquid such that the contact surface behaves like a membrane under tension. So surface tension means the force acting per unit length. It is called surface tension. The magnitude of this force per unit length of the free surface will have the same value as the surface energy per unit area. It is denoted by Greek letter sigma, and in MKS unit it is expressed as kgf per meter, while in SI unit its unit is Newton per meter. To understand the concept of surface tension, here we are considering three molecules, molecule A, B and C of a liquid in a mass of liquid. The molecule A is attracted in all direction equally by surrounding molecules of the liquid, because here you can see that the molecule A is fully submerged in liquid, and surrounded the molecule E there are number of water molecules. Okay, and these all water molecules applied the equal force on molecule A. Thus the resultant force acting on the molecule A is 0. But the molecule B, which is situated near the free surface, is acted upon by upward and downward forces both, which are unbalanced. So here you can see that the portion of the molecule B, it is submerged in liquid, and some portion is also in air. So there is an unbalanced force which is act on molecule B. Same for molecule C, it is situated on the free surface of liquid, does experience a resultant downward force. So all the molecules of the free surface experience a downward force. Thus the free surface of the liquid act like a very thin film under tension of the surface of the liquid, act as though it is an elastic membrane under tension. So the surface tension means the force acting per unit length. Now we will derive the equation of surface tension for a liquid droplet. So here we are considering a small spherical droplet of liquid of radius r. On the entire surface of the droplet, the tensile force due to surface tension will be acting, and sigma is a surface tension of the liquid. Let sigma equal to surface tension of the liquid, T equal to pressure intensity inside the droplet, and D equal to diameter of droplet. Let us consider the droplet is cut into two halves. So the forces acting on one half, say left hand side, or we can say left half, will be tensile force due to surface tension acting around the circumference of the cut portion, while as in other half the pressure forces are acting, and which is equal to the surface tension. So for equilibrium condition, these both forces, the pressure forces are acting inside the droplet, and the surface tension force which is act on the circumference, both are equal. So the tensile force due to surface tension equal to surface tension multiplied by circumference, because we know that the surface tension means the force acting on circumference. So here we are considering circumference area. Okay, so the circumference area is pi d multiplied by sigma. And the second force, it is the pressure force which is act inside the water droplet, and which is act on area pi by 4 d square. So the pressure force on area pi by 4 d square equal to, we know that pressure equal to force upon area, so force equal to pressure into area. So the pressure force on area pi by 4 d square equal to P into pi by 4 d square. So these two forces, pressure forces and surface tension forces, will be equal and opposite under equilibrium condition. So here we compare the surface tension forces with pressure forces. So the pressure force is P into pi by 4 d square, and surface tension force is sigma into pi d. So it is compared. Now we simplified this equation and making an object as a pressure. So the pressure equal to sigma into pi d upon pi by 4 d square. Further we simplified this equation, and this equation is simplified, pressure equal to 4 sigma upon d. So remember guys, this equation of pressure 4 sigma upon d, it is for liquid droplet. Equation shows that with the decrease of diameter of the droplet, the pressure intensity inside the droplet increases. Now we will derive the equation of surface tension for a hollow bubble. Let us consider a hollow bubble like a soap bubble in a air has two surfaces in contact with air, one inside and other outside. As we know that in case of a hollow bubble, okay, hollow bubble means let us take one example of bubble toy. Okay, so in water, whenever we add the detergent, okay, so it will generate the hollow bubble. So in a hollow bubble, both side there is a contact of air, means both the surface are contact with the air. So the surface tension force which is act on both side of the both surfaces of the bubble. So thus two surfaces are subjected to surface tension. So in such a case, we have the same equation. Here we are comparing pressure forces. It is compared with the surface tension forces. But remember guys, in case of a hollow bubble, there are two surfaces are subjected to surface tension, so multiply with 2. So pressure force equal to P into pi by 4 d square, which is act on area pi by 4 d square, and in case of a hollow bubble there is a two surfaces are contact with the air, so 2 into sigma into pi d. So simplified equation, pressure equal to 2 sigma pi d upon pi by 4 d square. Further we simplified this equation, and the simplified equation of pressure equal to 8 sigma upon d, and this equation is for hollow bubble. Now we will derive the equation of surface tension for a liquid jet. Consider a liquid jet of diameter d and length L as shown in figure. So here we are considering P equal to the pressure intensity inside the liquid jet above the outside pressure, and sigma equal to surface tension of the liquid. Consider the equilibrium of the semi-jet. There are two forces, okay, the pressure force and surface tension force. So the force due to pressure equal to, we know that pressure equal to force upon area, so the force due to pressure equal to pressure into area of semi-jet. So the area of semi-jet is L into D. Okay, so force due to pressure equal to P into L into D. The second force is force due to surface tension, and we know that the surface tension unit is Newton per meter, and surface tension means the force acting per unit length. So here we are considering the length on both the side, L on left hand side and L length on right hand side. So the force due to surface tension equal to sigma into 2L. So for equilibrium condition, here we are comparing surface tension force with pressure forces. So pressure force on the liquid jet is P into L into D, and it is compared with surface tension force for equilibrium condition. So simplified equation of pressure equal to sigma into 2L upon L into D. Here L is cancelled out, and the simplified equation of pressure for a liquid jet equal to 2 sigma upon D. So remember guys, 2 sigma upon D, this is the equation of pressure force for liquid jet. Thank you friends for watching this video. I hope this content it will be helpful to you.